Anyway, they built all those pyramids May 2189 AD, chapter 94. It took several days for the beaten Evil Inc. army to return from Megiddo. They assembled behind the United Nations forces deployed west of the New Jerusalem Pyramid. Bells resumed command of the entire Evil Inc. army and the United Nations army. He resumed plans to attack the New Jerusalem. Some 10 billion humans and 300 billion angels were encamped on the plain. The weather was a steady 75 degrees, and all were fed by daily manna. The 10 billion humans remained loyal to their cause and waited for Bells, Evil Inc., and the United Nations force to get this alien pyramid to leave their planet so they could reestablish their civilization. The planet was essentially uninhabited except in West Africa. Despite the debacle of Megiddo, all on the plain were confident this would happen. After all, their army was still a massive force and unopposed. At 9 a.m. on May 7, the sweet music of Handel's Messiah began to fill the entire West African plain. Everyone could hear it everywhere. The orchestra and chorus were performing from near the top of the pyramid, but even without speakers, they could be heard everywhere. It was the most magnificent rendition of George Frederick Handel's masterpiece anyone had ever heard. Handel himself was the conductor, and Luciano Pavarotti sang the aria, "Every Valley Shall Be Exalted." Everyone stood still in awed silence. The three other soloists were angels, but did not outshine Luciano. The three trumpeter angels caused the entire continent to vibrate noticeably with the power of their tones. Handel had written the Messiah to end not with the Hallelujah chorus, but with "Worthy is the Lamb." But this day the Hallelujah chorus was made the finale and was sung by some 20 billion humans and 600 billion angels. As it ended with the words "Hallelujah," the cheering began and continued for another hour. Those on the plain sat in stunned silence as they watched their joyous counterparts. At 1 p.m. the cheers finally subsided. Everyone heard a loud voice. All could see a large figure clothed in white robes, a gold tiara on his head, standing atop the New Jerusalem pyramid. "Ladies and gentlemen and angels, I stand before you as Jesus Christ, your King." There were loud boos coming from the African plain, but Christ raised both hands and the plain fell strangely silent. "I came to this world, I lived a sinless life, and died so that all may live. My Father has given all of you every opportunity to acknowledge Him as your Creator, ruler, and sustainer of all the universe. He has given all of you every chance to join Him and live forever in peace and harmony. Yet, nearly 1/3 of all of you remain aligned against Him. The time is nearly over. If anyone still believes he has not had an opportunity to decide for God, please come forward to this city now. If anyone still wishes to change his mind and join me in the New Jerusalem, please do so. At midnight tonight, my Father's patience will have finally run out. His house will be divided no longer. He will end evil forever, and all who choose will live with Him forever and ever in this earth made new. Please, please come to the gates of the city now and enter into the eternal happiness with me, your friends and loved ones. My Father and I love you all." Christ immediately disappeared and the orchestra resumed. Beethoven's Ninth Symphony was the next selection, and the great classics continued all afternoon and evening. A massive exodus commenced, and over 1 billion humans and angels made their way into the city. All were welcomed. As the sun neared the horizon, its progress slowed, and as its lower edge reached the horizon, its progress halted. It stood still. Sunset was scheduled for 7 p.m., but this sun was not going to set just yet. There were boos and jeers from the plain, but oohs and ahs from the city.